Hello and welcome to week 7 of the CSL. As we have quite the match today, as we have two undefeated teams with Northeastern University versus University of Connecticut. Joined by me is Laz. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty stoked to be seeing this match here today. Is
Yeah, me too.
yeah, on Dust 2 of all maps, especially as well.
This is your map, man.
Yeah, it's been brought back in the rotation for a year now. I think some people still have like mixed opinions about it, but either way, let's talk about these teams. What can you tell me about Northeastern?
So, quite a few comp sci major guys, a couple of business majors and accounting students and stuff like that. Seems like there's been a few veterans on this team too, which is really interesting. I was kind of like chit chatting with them a little bit too, and we were talking about training regimens and stuff like that, and they were kind of saying they weren't able to get like a ton of practice, just due to Thanksgiving break and everything happening. But they're feeling good. They think it's an aim heavy map, and they think they can come out on top. One of the other things I know too is that these guys are 8-8 in IM right now, so it's not a bad record considering an ESA IM is pretty competitive now. So it should be good for those guys too. So I mean, they're an experienced team.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they didn't like when I was talking to them. I was like, "Do you guys have anything to say?" Like I was kind of waiting for some juicy trash talk, but no, they just kind of really just wish like good luck, have fun, and best team to win. So I was like, "Wow, it's
Yeah,
showmanship right there." So we'll see what happens, I guess. So
yeah, that should be really interesting. And as far as UConn, yeah, it almost seems like a lot of people who play in the CSL, or whatever, they're either computer science majors or some type of engineering major. A lot of the time, I find so that's generally the case at UConn too. Is a player who's a statistics major, computer science major, mechanical engineering major, chemistry major, and yeah, and they actually have one player who's actually a Polish player, so he's actually international. So that's really interesting. And yeah, as far as this team, they they do practice, but Dust 2 is actually one of their permanent bans, so it's gonna be a bit rough for them because they're probably not quite as familiar with all the timings and everything. It is Dust 2 ultimately though, but it's still a little bit different. And yeah, as far as their motivation, they really want to win badly. They're all competitors, and they just want to do everything they can to just essentially put their team on top. And I think as far as when they talked about whether how they felt against about going against Northeastern today, they said that they're actually good friends of theirs, so they're kind of close, and they scrimmed a few times. So and they've said that in their practice, all their scrims have been close. So hopefully that's also the case here. And like you said with Northeastern, they're an 8-8 team. UConn actually finished 9-7 in ESA IM, so pretty much like on paper, this almost seems like an exact match of like this should be like a really good match.
this is pretty close. Yeah, like those records are pretty much the exact same, really. I mean, UConn's got a bit more wins and less losses, but at the end of the day, it's really just a one or two difference, right? So
Yeah. Yeah, and as well as like as far as what I know about both these teams, like Northeastern, they actually played in Division 2 last year, so they actually didn't play in the highest tier, and this is their first year, and they've been dominating, like undefeated so far. Uh,
yeah, they've been some good teams. Like I was just looking at their past history, and these guys have been crushing teams in like the division. It's crazy.
yeah.
Like their closest match so far, I think, was like 16-8, and
Wow.
the rest of them have been 16-6s and 16-4s and 16-2s. Like it's pretty nuts.
Yeah, essentially that's the case for both these teams. I mean, both of them are undefeated at this point. I'm just gonna check to see UConn what kind of scores they had, because yeah, those are some really convincing scores. As yeah, essentially that's almost the same thing for UConn, as they've had a bunch of 16-3 victories. The only close game they had was against Tallahassee, where it was like 16-13. But either way, yeah, both these teams, this match is going to decide who tops the group, and it's also going to decide as far as the Winter Invitational, whoever gets that top spot out of this group. I don't know if it's confirmed whether it's going to be one or two teams that make it through to that Invitational, but either way, you definitely want to have that top seed.
Yeah, absolutely. This is kind of an interesting matchup because I mean, really, both these teams are so close in ESEA, and I mean, they're both dominating in their divisions. So it's going to be interesting, and especially that they haven't really practiced a lot, and they're in that point where they're kind of going to just wing it in a way, but and use their experience as kind of the fundamental key point. So I'm actually really excited. I think this could be really good. I think it's gonna be close, to be
Yeah,
honest.
especially since it's on Dust 2. And anything can happen on Dust 2.
Dust 2 is one of those maps where it's just so puggy that you can literally just you can get away with everything you want. Like it's up in the air now. So
Hmm.
I'm gonna pick Northeastern though. I honestly just based from kind of my research on them, like I'm pretty impressed. So I mean, despite being a slight score difference in ESCA, like
Yeah, it's
I
not
mean
that
I've been
much of a
in
difference.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not much difference, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely I think these guys got what it take. I mean, it's gonna go either way, but I mean, I definitely think Northeast has got it.
Ooh. Yeah, it's really, really hard to say. I'm just gonna say UConn just because you said Northeastern essentially, because I think UConn, like most of their players, have been around a little bit longer than CSL. I mean, I'm not sure if it makes that much of a difference at this point. Like both teams already compete all the time, but UConn, like these set of players, at least a part of these set of the players, have played in CSL in the previous seasons before, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure when it comes down to that collegiate pressure, it's actually a little bit different. But either way, I think we're gonna go into the knife round here very shortly as they're just getting in.
Yeah. And just so everyone knows too, like this is week 7, so this is the last matches for the fall division. Like this is it. Like, this is all for the marbles right now for this part of the season, so it's good.
Yeah, this is for all. Well, not all the marbles. A large part of the marbles.
Sorry, I should say a large part. Yeah, I should say all of them, obviously.
Large part of the marbles, not all of them yet. But yeah, here we go. As a UConn actually decided to pick CT side. What do you think about sides on this map? It is Dust 2, but it's a little bit different now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think honestly, like it can go. Like I think it's so fair that like it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Like I truly don't think it makes a huge difference anymore. Like I think it really just comes down to like winning pistol round and getting that first gun round, especially with the new meta. So
That is true. That is very true. Yeah, especially with yeah, I think Dust 2 is also one of those maps where you kind of force spot a little bit more. Like you don't actually need all the utility all the time. Like you said, you can just kind of pug it. But either way, we're gonna be going into pistol round here.
ooh, this is exciting.
Yeah, this is exciting. This is both teams are undefeated in their division, so essentially whoever wins this will be taking the top spot of their group. And we have to see here Northeastern 5 armors.
Oh man, I can't. I honestly don't even know who's gonna win this pistol round. Like this is just gonna be so close. But I mean, you can already see that these guys are getting going towards B here. Does look like they're actually gonna be doing a full commit. Oh man, things are gonna be heating up here. Oh, Hale gonna be taking out one with a view of headshot with that Glock. Now these guys are playing a bit of a retake setup here on the CT side.
Yeah, there actually is gonna be a lurk on Valen, so but he's actually gonna fall away. So this is gonna be a 4-man retake into the B side. They do have a kit though, so this is very possible. But the T's are so set up right now.
The interesting thing too is that like the CTs don't even have like any really utility too, so they're just gonna be kind of just timing and running in and getting a frag here. So, wasted HE right there. Not gonna be doing any damage here. Ali right now gonna get taken out by Hale, and then as I say that, Shazzy and I can't even go that fast. So many things are happening. Oh, big round from Northeastern though. Like I mean, they just full on did a dry rush into the B bomb site. And, oh, I can't. That's insane.
Yeah, they pretty much just rushed the B side. They had one person kind of lurk towards the middle, put a bit of pressure, and it all came down to that retake as the CTs, like you said, they had no utility, so they pretty much just had to wait for that smoke to fade and just go in together. And unfortunately, just the T's, their post plants are just so good.
The interesting thing too is like these guys on Northeastern didn't even go for SMGs. Like they just went full AKs and they're just going straight for it. Like they don't want to mess around and risk it at all. Interesting though, because usually when you buy SMGs, you can get a bit more like economic value, right? When you get those frags and stuff like that. But I mean, with AKs, obviously, it makes it a little bit more reassuring for popping heads and doing all your thing.
Kaner's actually gonna get USP'd by Ali, and he's gonna pick up that AK. And this is the dangerous part about those AKs, though, because if somebody else picks it up on the other team, it becomes really dangerous. But meanwhile, it looks like Northeastern, they're gonna set up for a catwalk take here, as it looks like Valence and Hale are going to be making their way into the site. There's going to be some USP dinks, but they're going to get the kills. Elsewhere, though, Lighty's actually going to pick up another AK at long A, so this is actually a doable retake if they decide to go for it.
Yeah, this is actually very winnable. 2 AKs on the UConn side here, and these guys are just kind of waiting patiently and just trying to get some information and some picks here. But you can already see that Ali's going to be going up. Going to get taken out by... Is it Schnazzy?
Yeah, Shanzy.
Ah, Shanzy, whatever. Schnazzy, Madazzy, whatever. It's all good. All down to Lighty, though, on the 1v2. Both T's are lit. They are below 50 HP, so this is really winnable here if he gets something going here. But it does look like the T's are playing a good crossfire on the catwalk here.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough. It's going to be really tough. He doesn't have a kit either, as it looks like he's just going to save. Yeah.
Good call for him. I mean, he knew that they were playing a crossfire, so he was just playing it a bit safe. So better to save the gun and have the reassurance of the AK for the next round, but man, that's a nail biter. You don't want to see that, especially in a full AK round.
Yeah, and if you look at the money too between both sides, because they got so many kills, it's like the money situation is going to be almost exactly the same on both sides. So this is going to be a big round for both teams.
Yeah, I definitely think this is going to favor more for UConn though, because I mean they can buy pretty heavy with a few nades and stuff like that, where you can already see like everybody on Northeastern. I mean, they are getting util too, but I mean, it is pretty close. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, this is going to be a close one, as it looks like it might be a straight B take here, as Kaner, he does have that Mac 10. And actually, yeah, it's just going to be a straight rush, as Sunny side up, he's going to be tested here, he's going to get one, he might go to find two, but he's just going to get traded up by Hale. As Splix, he only has a scout here, he needs to find some headshots, but he's going to get Molotov out. Valence is actually going to take down Ray in the middle, he might be able to find another. But
yeah, he's doing a great job as a lurk right now. He's just kind of throwing him off and distracting them. They're baiting all the time he can here, so... A lot riding on Splix though. He's got that scout in hand. See if he can make some magic happen. But not looking too good as he's trying to look through the NVIDIA smokes here.
This is going to be a really tough retake though, as they don't really have much position here, as Valence might be able to take down Ali. He is, and this should just be a save call at this point, as Lighty, there's not much he can do in a 1v4. He's going to get spammed down a little bit. And he's just going to get out of there. Shanty, he actually wants some blood.
Oh, no!
That flash. Lighty's going to take two. He might be able to find the third, and he almost got away. And that was an expensive round.
Yeah, and then could be losing Hale to the bomb as well. I mean, it doesn't obviously affect your score or anything, but it definitely, you know, affects the, the purchasing of the guns and stuff like that too. That was an expensive round. That was crazy. Like, I mean, that was huge from UConn. That was a good save, regardless. Even though they lost a round, like it was a good way for them just to have one T staying alive.
1T alive, yeah. I would have liked to see them maybe even forced into this round too, because of all that economic damage. But it looks like they're just gonna
I feel
save.
like Lighty's feeling it. You know, I feel he's got that deagle in hand. He's ready to just pop a couple 1Ts do it really quick, make some things happen.
It's true. He is set up by the car. As if you can get some teammates to bait for him, it could work out really well. Valence though is gonna have that Mac 10. He's actually gonna get flanked by Ali real fast though, as he's gonna get taken down right away.
Ali's been huge with these pistols. Like, this is like the second time I've seen him get a free pistol kill when someone has a full rifle. Like, this is insane. But now the T's are getting a bit pinched, and you can already see that the CTs are flanking them. And it's all up to Sunny here to see if he can pick something happen here.
Oh.
You're going to be missing, though. Kaner does take him out. And then Ali just gets it by the skin of his team with 38-2 HP to spare. Mac 10 drive-by. Holy moly.
Oh, Lighty, like you said, he's gonna light them up. Takes down Shanzi with the 1 dig. As now we're in a 3v2 situation, as Northeastern, they actually want to fall away from long. And this is so tough because they have no idea where Ali is at this point.
That was a really good play by Ali right now, too, because he did peek B halls just to see if they were anywhere near there. But he knows they're not, so a lot of pressure is riding on Splix right now. And also Lighty playing the car position, and then Splix just playing the the CT connector ramp area. So Hale is opening that baby up. Oh, nice ding coming in. Not able to connect though, and Monster takes him out. Oh, Monster's down to 4 HP. Hale with full HP right now. Ali gonna be missing that Molotov.
That could have been big if he landed that Molotov, but Ali
landed that. Yeah, he could have made something happen there. Made that a one-on-one. And Monster gonna fall to his death. Yeah, these are really close rounds.
Once again, one alive. And like their money's not going to be that good. They have to rebuy all those AKs once again. This is a big round once again.
Yeah, you can already see that they got an op on Splix right now too. So a lot riding on him right now because he is the main opper, and from what I heard, he is a kind of a beast with that thing. So hopefully he can get a first kill on the CT side here to open things up for these guys. It does look like they are getting ready for just like a kind of a standard cat control and just B tunnels as well.
Yeah, really good detail here as Hale's going to be throwing that flash towards, or actually he's throwing his Xbox smoke. They have a flash from tree to make sure that nobody's peeking from catwalk that can pick off the lower guy. Yeah, overall it's solid default as they're actually going to take towards the catwalk right now. And UConn, they're actually giving it up. They're just going to be playing towards site and towards long A with Splix on that op. And And
There's a
Northeastern,
lot of pressure on Ray for sure.
yeah, it looks like Northeastern, they're actually going to do a cat control, and it seems like they want to do a mid-B, judging by where the bomb is right now.
Yeah, you can see that the bomb's just kind of playing passively, just sitting back, waiting to see if anybody pushes the B tunnel, because they have been playing quite aggressive in that B tunnel from the CT side. You can already see these guys are kind of creeping their way up towards Cat here. Monster's getting a little CT smoke coming in as well. I think these guys are going to be deciding if they get a pick here. Wasting a lot of utility on the CT, which is great. Now they're just kind of baiting it out, waiting. But now you can already see the CTs are rotating towards the A site. More Molotovs and utility going to be burned up here. They smoke.
Oh.
But as I say that, Monster takes him out, and then Lady's going to be returning it as well.
Shot him through the smoke there, essentially. This is going to be a big fight between Hale. If he can find this kill at long, this is going to be a secured round, as Splix is going to take down one from the site, and Hale, he needs to find this kill. If they want to take the A site, he does. He gets it at long, and it looks like the rest of the Cheese are making their way up towards the catwalk, and Ali needs to hold this off, but he just gets taken down, and now we're in a 3v2 situation as Sunny side up. He actually has really good timing. He might be able to get this kill on Cat.
Oh, but he's going to get taken out. Got
Shanzy.
read by Schnazzy, yeah.
It's all down to Lighty now, left in a 1v3 as he's going to take down the first. As this is very possible here, as he knows where both players are at this point. And Hale just playing around that car with only his head peeking out. And Shanzy, actually, he wants to go all the way towards long. This is a really good play by him if his teammate can stay alive.
Yeah, this is interesting. And I mean, Halo is coming out big. Does miss the first shot, though. Going to be going again for the repeat, but takes him out. That was a bit risky from Hale, too, because, I mean, he was playing a good position with that car, but he was getting a little hungry for, you know, getting aggressive and in his face. And, I mean, Schnazzy had the right idea to flank, because you never would suspect that, because he knew that the one guy was on Cat, so...
That's very true.
Northeastern is coming out strong here. Like, I mean, 5-zip right now. These guys have just been doing some really basic takes and just kind of getting map control, which is really impressive. So,
yeah,
looks like trying to wake up a little bit.
They've been doing really well. But the one thing is, though, these rounds have been so close every single time, though, as they're not really able to get a good economy going. And I really feel like UConn, they're just, you know, 1 or 2 kills away from just actually taking one of these rounds.
Yeah, and I was going to say that Monster actually does get the pick out in middle there with that AWP taking out Alley. So, you know, you see things are happening. We got Lady back with that Deagle as well, kind of controlling the long A door. Terrorists do look like they are just getting their presence towards middle here, doing the fast cat smoke as well, kind of baiting any time from the CTs or see if they waste any nades in the middle. It does look like they are kind of making their way towards the B bomb site here, so things could be happening. Maybe a B split possibly from Northeastern.
Yeah, the one danger here, though, is that Splix does have a CZ up close, but either way, it looks like Sunnyside Up is going to be met by 3 terrorists. He's actually going to find a kill through the smoke. Valen should be trading back, and he does get it, and now it's all down to Splix. Up with the CZ, he finds one, might be able to find a second, as he's getting pinched from both sides here. Valen's going to take him down from the car position, and that should be most of the danger averted for this round. But Lighty, I might be able to find Monster here, as Monster's over-peeking with this op. Going to find the first one, might be able to find Ray as well. But Ray... they did have a chance at that grenade. Ooh, almost finishes them off, but not quite. As it's going to be 6-0 now. And that was a little bit of a sweaty round, I have to admit.
All these rounds have been so close. Like, I mean, you might look at the CT side, you might look at the scoreboard and say, hey, like, a lot of these guys are, like, you know, a bit low on the frags and stuff like that. But, I mean, considering most rounds have come down to one person maybe on the T side or 2 staying alive, there's been some really impactful kills here from the UConn side, so I think these guys are going to figure it out here in a round or two, and especially now that they got a double up setup, so hopefully this is the round they can pick up their first round win here.
Looks like it's just going to be an all-out B-rush once again as Sunnyside Up might be caught off guard. He's going to take down Hale, might be able to find a second, but gets traded once again in Slicks. He's going to be opping from the door here. He's going to get smoked out, though, as Valen's going to cross with the bomb, as once again it's going to be a B-site retake.
Yeah, Bob's gonna get down here. Splix is looking towards that B platform right now. He is trying to get greedy, but he is gonna get Molotoved out of that wind, and now he's just staring at a smoke, hoping that it's gonna work out for him here. Getting Molotoved out again, gonna get down to 27 HP just from a Molotov. Oh man, things are just not looking good for UConn right now. Taking more damage to the door as well. I can't even handle this. Ray gonna be going for a counter smoke right now into the B halls. They are gonna be doing full utility. Oh, Lightning gonna be opening up as well. Alley gonna get taken out. Monster gonna be returning. Splix is gonna get an op kill. Kaner gonna be taking out Ray. Lightning returning it onto Kaner. All down to Shazzy and then gets taken out.
How did they pull off that retake?
I honestly, I think that it was really important. I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was Splix that threw the Molotov. No, it was Ray, sorry. Ray threw the Molotov into the closet, which definitely opened up for them to get a free kill in the closet. Because most of these guys on Northeastern have been playing 1 or 2 in that spot, so that was a really big thing too. But wow, I can't even figure it out. That was huge.
That was a huge retake. It was essentially a 4v5 retake, and they pulled it off. And Monster's actually going to pick towards the middle here, as Splix actually want to challenge. And the terrorists are actually all running back from B tunnels. I thought they might have gone in on that after getting that kill.
I kind of like that setup because I think, most of the time, like if you do get a pick like that, the indication is, oh, we should go B fast. But I mean, they are kind of mixing it up here, and a lot is going to be running. And as I say that, Ray does take out Valens on the catwalk here. Now going to be up to Lighty with 20 HP. Can he hold down long and get any kind of kill happening here for his team? Getting a little bit of support from Ali as well with that AWP in the hands.
Look at Ray though, he's so aggressive on the catwalk. Oh, if only he stayed a little bit longer, but he has to respect the fact that they could be lower B at this point.
I like this position though. Like if he's able to connect this first shot, this is going to be huge for them to get momentum back on their side because it is down to a 4v4, but he has to get this first.
Oh, this is so favorable for him. They actually threw the Xbox smoke, so he should be able to get a kill here for free as he does spot Shanzi.
Nice shot!
Get it.
That's a huge shot from Ray.
As now Ray, he's just going to fall back here, just hold on to the 4v3 advantage. He's actually going to play it on top of the bricks area. Actually, they're going to swap spots with Ali, and now the terrorists, they're going to be left out of options here with only 37 seconds left. What do they do here?
Does look like they're going to getting up towards the cat here. A lot of flashes coming in. These guys are getting, throwing down the bomb here. Going to get smoked out here too. Law running on Hale. Going to be taking out one, getting from Hale. Oh. And as I say that, Kaner takes out Ray. Now they got the full sight here. We got Lady in the CT spawn, and then we also have Sunny just going towards middle, but it does look like he's probably going to be flanking. This is a favorable retake for these guys as well. They have to get the first pick here, though, obviously, and then, but it is a favorable position here. So Sunny is going to be creeping his way through a long A with the FAMAS in hand. And then Lighty just slowly making his way. Oof. Oh, he's going to get taken out by an HE there as well.
This is actually really favorable for the CTs as they do have an op on Lighty. He can just post up catwalk at this point. They should know that both of them are there. As he's actually going to post up. Oh! This is a shot. Might be able to hit it. He does. It's all down to Kaner. Now up in a 1v2, but not able to finish it off as Lighty. Big round from him as he seals it off with the 2K. Holding it off with the op.
I always get so nervous when I see people jumping shooting, and I'm such a victim of that because you never know. And he got lucky because he was so lit too. Like he had 18 HP and he was able to get those 2 huge frags. I was able to get them that second round. Well, job well done to Lighty. That was definitely the MVP for that round for sure.
Yeah, as well as Ray with the off. He actually got 3 crucial kills towards the middle, and this looks like it's going to be a B rush for Northeastern. They've had quite a lot of success in just getting into the site at this point, so Ali is actually going to be beating them as he's going to find 1, find 2. As Shanzi's going to take him down though, and they actually do have the site. They could get the bomb plan here if Sunny side up doesn't decide to push in. Shanzi's going to fake the plan though, as actually the CTs, they want to deny that plan. They're going to go straight in, and Valen's going to take down 1. But that will be all as they don't get a bomb plant.
I like what he was trying to do there. He was faking the bomb plant, but unfortunately he had to reload the M42, so that was a bit unfortunate for him because I was waiting for him to kind of get a cheeky 1 or 2 kills there, but definitely was not on his side as the M4 was burnt out of bullets.
3-6 now as we are into another bind. This is a pretty crucial round for both teams as once again, if you look at their economy, neither team is really stabilized as UConn. They actually want to push into the B tunnels. I like this.
Yeah, Ali's been really crucial in doing this, and he's been getting a lot of info. And you can already see, like, these guys are just, oh my gosh, Snazzy is going to be taking him out. Oh, and they're going to Lighty just trying to get aggressive. Now they have full B site here. It's going to be a lot on to Splix here to land an off shot. Misses. Ray does take out 1, though. Splix going to be going back to that door. Going to get smoked out here. Northeastern looking hot in that B site, getting that bomb down as well.
Molotovs are just gonna deny these off peeks from window, and the T's, they still have so much utility left. They still have they still have multiple flashes, smokes, and a Molotov. So it's gonna be really hard for the T's to come back into the site as Kaner gonna find 1. And at this point, a 2v4 situation, I think this is just a save. But from the back, Hale only gonna find 1. And oh, big round from Shanzi, and yeah, he's been lighting it up with 11 kills so far. And Hale's actually been doing a lot of work as well. 12 kills on him as well.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as much as I've been a big fan of Lighty this entire game, I'm a little unsure of what he was doing there. I mean, he was trying to catch him off guard with another peek. I mean, yeah, really unfortunate timing because they totally, with him dying and his other teammate dying as well, they just opened up the B bomb site for Northeastern just to walk over and have it as a pancake or a picnic. Wow, pancake.
Yeah, it looks like it's actually gonna be a long push here as Valen's gonna be trying to hold it down with that M4 as Hale gonna find 3 with the AK and crisis averted as Lighty's all alone with the Deagle. And if you can find a couple kills here, then it would be beneficial.
Oh, this could look good. This two members gonna get one here. Trying to get that AK falling off as well. That is the bomb that is left by Xbox. Oh no! You hate to see it. Lighty gonna be opening up 3, making this a 1-on-2 situation somehow. Terrace are making their way towards the B bomb site here, running with all their might with the knives out. Gonna get all the smokes covering the doors and the windows here. Lighty now is gonna be going for this, as I don't blame him. He's lighting things up.
He's feeling it. I don't even know how he killed that first guy at long A, but he's gonna go for this. He does have a Molotov. Doesn't have any armor though, and fortunate for him actually, both players on the same side of site, so this is very doable. And it's gonna be so tough for him to retake this though, as he's actually gonna peek in from the side. He's actually gonna take down Mel's. No. Oh my god, he might be able to find the 5th. Kaner.
Oh, Kaner. I wanted him to win that, but anyways, that was a really good effort from Lighty. That was huge. That was almost a 1v5. We haven't even had that yet.
That's insane. It was insane that he even got to that point. Like, he was in such unfavorable spots to even get kills, and he found 4 somehow.
Like, when you play over aggressive like that and you start hunting, like, you have to be aware of like what you're doing. And the bomb wasn't even down. These guys on the C side were hunting already. So
that's very true. And Lighty, they actually want to challenge him as he's actually going to follow it towards the car here. And Lighty, yeah, he's 17-7 so far, as he's been having a huge game.
Yeah, and now you can already see Northeastern is just kind of playing their standard, you know, mid-sep here, just getting juiced up, ready to hit probably that B bomb site. I mean, that has been their bread and butter this entire game. But it look like they're just kind of waiting for any kind of aggressive pushes from the B tunnels or anything like that too. I already see they're creeping up towards Catwalk here. They're gonna get taken out. Lighty opening it up, and then Ray taking out Valens as well. Oh man, down to a 4-on-3 situation in favor of UConn.
Oh, Shanzi just got completely obliterated by that pump as it's all gonna be down to Monster and Kaner. They're taking from the long A side as they're trying to get these long range fights, but they do have to get the bomb. It's on Catwalk, and Ray does have control of it.
Ray is down to only 19 HP, but his teammate is going to be there, fully HP, and they are going to be doing a boost, which is perfect, because this is going to be a good setup, bait and switch, essentially. Oh, man, big entry kill has to happen here from Kaner. It's been a very big impact for these guys.
Oh, Ali, I don't even know how he spots him. He's probably on his feet, as Ali, once again, big round from him, getting 3 kills, as it's going to make it 4-8. Yeah, and he did a really good job as well, just smoking off the choke point, allowing his teammates to rotate in. As we do have a timeout here.
I was just going to say, like, you know, the biggest thing that I think when I watch these matches is that timeouts are not used that often, and I'm really glad that Northeastern is using it. I mean, you are up 8-4. I mean, you have a 4-round, you know, plus on these guys, but you can already see that the momentum has shifted quite a bit because these rounds are now going in favor of UConn. Then if they are winning these rounds, they're almost barely winning it. So they this is a good opportunity for them and their coach to talk about any adjustments they want to make and stuff like that too. Because I mean, this is going to be a bit of a greasy round for them with finances, but getting ready for that next gun round.
Yeah, that's very true. I imagine this timeout was also spent talking about whether they want to buy here or not, and it looks like they do, as they do have that 1 AK on Kaner. Mostly going to be a default setup though. They don't have anything particularly special, as they are going to be grouped up towards the B side. And like you said, it's been their bread and butter. They've had the most success of getting into the site.
I do like when they get, you know, a bit of the map control as well. Like, I mean, they just kind of, you know, scout the B halls, and they like to just make sure, because the CTs have been playing really aggressive. Like, that's the whole thing. And now you can already see they're kind of grouping towards the middle and B again. And I think they are probably going to potentially try this split here. We've already seen a CT smoke happening as well. Yes, they are going to be taking out middle here. Lot riding on Valens. Does get the smoke there. Does take out. Oh, he does take him out. And Kaner. What is happening right now?
I can't believe they got the kill. I can't believe they got the kill back box that easily. as it looks like here they're just trapped in CT. Lighty needs to find a kill on this player, but Hale, actually they're aware that Hale's there as they tried to toss a Molotov. Actually, they're not going to quite check it yet. There it is, Lighty going to find the kill. He's been quite on fire. That's 20 kills for him, as they do have the utility to retake this if they do wish. But it's going to be extremely tough here as Shanzi playing under the window.
I don't even know who's going to... Biggest play right now has to happen from Shazzy if they can take this. Lighty going to get one, and then Valen's going to be taking out 2 there. Down to Splix right now. He does look like he is going to just try to run away, but time is not on his side. Going to get taken out in the back of the head.
How did they make that work?
Those 2 entry kills were nuts. Those are so important, and I can't even believe. I don't even know which guy in T did that. What guy ran out with a CZ and just 2 clicks Sunny, I think.
Yeah, they got both those kills so
like
quickly.
Tap. He was just like 1-1-1-1 and just killed 4 accurate shots and just took out Sunny. I'm speechless. Northeastern has been playing so well. Both these teams have been playing well, which we predicted, but I mean, like, these rounds are so close. Like, these eco rounds are literally gun rounds to me.
And actually, they're going to take out the B aggression once again, and Ray's going to find one to Valens as... Actually, Splix is actually going to flank Monster. He actually spawning him out. He's actually going to pick up an AK here, and... Oh, he might be able to get something done here. He has really good timing if he wants to flank the tunnels at this point. And that's exactly what he's going to do. As they're still throwing in their flashes and utility as... Oh, Splix. He has such good timing. He could go in a lot quicker at this point.
He's being really cautious and trying to make sure that he can... Oh, but get smoked out!
That's the issue.
You gotta be a little quicker, but I totally respect that he was trying to be sneaky, but just a bit too slow. Like a, you know, like a big jar of molasses, but that's alright. Riding on Lighty here with that Deagle on hand, already down to 30 HP, trying to get a spam kill. Splix does open things up here, though. Oh! We're down, back to 2 alive. Cater able to take out those last 2, securing that 10th round.
Yeah, this is I have to say, like, Lighty's been stepping up, but we need to see the rest of UConn kind of step up as well. They've been doing their part, but it hasn't been enough. If you look on Northeastern side, they've all been chipping in essentially, as that's probably a big reason why all these rounds are so close. But they're just, you know, they're just coming down to those, you know, 1 or 2 alive that make the difference.
This is a good chance for Lighty here to see if he can hold things down with an 8. He's going to take some critical damage through his smoke down to 40 HP. He's going to be taking out 1 though. Well, this is insane, and now it does look like they actually are going to be backtracking their thoughts here. And Hale going to be falling off, and then now it just looks like Snazzy is going to be playing in that pit with the AK. Really good position to be in, because now he can throw them off and distract them and try to make any kind of noise he can for you know, Northeastern to try to take apart another part of the map here. So
yeah, I really like this tactic. You know, it's a classic on Dust 2. You pretty much send your whole team to take long A. You leave one in pit, and then everybody else goes towards the catwalk. As at this point, UConn, they have to make a play. They can't stay in sight. It's going to be so hard to hold off long and catwalk.
Ray is in such a crucial spot. Like, he has to open a kill right now. Like, he's going to be taking out 1 through the smoke, taking out Monster. But they're going to get taken out by Snazzy. Splick's going to be returning it. Valen's going to be going on to Alley. Oh, man, things are heating up. Tees are making their way towards the B bomb site. You know, why go to A when they can go to their bread and butter in the B site here? Lot riding on Sunny here. He is playing an interesting position for the cross.
Oh, he's not aware, but that was Molotov's going to be coming towards the window, and the smoke is actually going to miss the door. He can make a play off this. He is. He's going to get the bomb carrier, but oh, not enough as Valence is actually going to take him out. 11-4. You know, it is, the score does look one-sided, but all those rounds were so close.
Yeah, this is honestly one of the most exciting games that I think we've casted together, because like all these rounds have been so close, and that's what makes like these kind of games exciting. I mean, look at the score, yeah, but I think every round has been so close that it could have been.
Yeah, pretty much every kill has been so crucial. It's like, you know, when you're in those games where you feel like every single kill matters. I feel like this is definitely one of those games.
Yeah, this game, like every single. Yeah, you know, there is like the saying of impact kills, but I honestly do think, oh my gosh, you just see
yeah,
Ray jumping and kill. Holy crap. Anyways, well, we're still in a timeout, but going into the second half here. But yeah, this whole game so far has been about impact kills, and it's yeah. I mean, we got to see something light up here on the UConn side. Like, I want to see the T side get lit up, if you know what I'm talking about here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Lighty, like you said, he's been having quite the performance so far, and actually, we're gonna have another timeout here in the pistol round. I guess that warm up wasn't really enough.
I thought Ray was ready. He was just running around, bunny hopping.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, so UConn, they definitely need to convert this pistol if they want to get back into this game score-wise, as, you know, at the end of the day, as close as the rounds can be, they do have to actually put up rounds on the scoreboard. And so far, it looks like they're going to get some utility here. 2 armors, 2 smokes, 2 flashes, and a grenade and a flash on Alley as well.
Yeah, so like a lot, you know, even with the new meta right now too, like, I mean, pistol rounds are still super crucial in this game, even though you can have a gun round quite early, but UConn has to make something happen here with their pistol round to make this even remotely close for them.
Yeah, they're actually all going to group up towards the tree area, as that smoke is actually going to land Xbox. So that's a neat way to throw it, as this is probably going to be a catwalk take, and then actually, the thing is, they do have one more smoke, so I'm interested to see where that's actually going to land. And the CTs, they're actually playing the 2-car setup. This is actually really good on pistol round, as Hale going to take down Ray, and there's going to be a CT drop smoke as well, so they might be taking. Oh, Swick's going to take him down though, and Monster's actually going to get completely overwhelmed. I really like this strat here, as Sunnyside up going to get taken down by Shanzi. Now we're left in a 3v3 situation, as Ali, he does have a grenade. Oh, this grenade's going to be huge. Only doing 20 damage though. And at long A, Valence, he needs to find this kill on Lighty if they want to do this retake, as Ali gonna take down Shanty, and Kaner's left in a tough spot, gonna get taken down though. It's all down to Valence, left in a 1v3.
This is never a fun position to be in right now.
It doesn't
Time
have a
is
kit
ticking
either.
away.
As they're gonna triple peek him, and that was beautiful from UConn. I really like that strategy. They throw the Xbox smoke, and then they throw the CT drop smoke, so essentially they can attack the A site from multiple angles.
Yeah, that was a really good pistol round. That's exactly what we need to see UConn do to get back into this game. I really like what Ali did. I mean, the basic started playing in this A site like that, but he was able to get a bunch of crucial kills and just distracting and making things happen.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that grenade definitely did help as well. It didn't do as much damage as I thought it would have, but it did help, as we do have a fast cat here from the CTs. This is a classic, as Ray gonna mow down 3. Beautiful spray control, as he might be able to find the 4th, and he does. Yeah, all the classic Dust 2 strats coming out. Yeah, all the classic Dust 2 strats coming out.
Yeah, that was really fast. I couldn't even, honestly, like, I looked and I was like, wow, this is gonna be really fast. They're just doing a fast cat.
Ooh, interesting. We didn't see UConn do this, but we see Augs on the side of the CTs here.
Yeah, Augs are pretty much OP. Like, it's like Call of Duty again. Pretty nuts.
Yeah, they can definitely be really strong in those, especially at long A. Monster, he's holding that from the long A doors. Other than that, though, looks like UConn doing a simple default Xbox smoke and cat control. Pretty much just very similar to what Northeastern did.
And this is a really good position to be in too, because with cat control, like, you can pretty much split your way to go into A or B, obviously, but it is a good position because cat control usually is one of the hardest places to have. But these guys are now kind of spreading themselves out, seeing if Northeastern is going to get a little anxious and do some cheeky little peeks.
Yeah, it looks like they want to go towards the mid B. Actually, it could be. The thing is, like, you can always fake both sides from catwalk. Like, that's why it's such a powerful position. As the flash is going to come in towards the middle area, as Ali, he's going to get blinded up. He's going to be the only one going through middle, and actually Ray drops through CT. I really like that play. As Ali's going to take down Kaner, and Valen's going to take down a couple as well. Now we're down to a 2v2 situation, as Monster and Hale are going to be rotating from the A site.
Oh, this is still really winnable here for Northeastern, because I mean, you can already see Ali's lid down to 12. You already got Sunny that's down to 34 here. Hale looks like he's just running in, like he doesn't even care. He's just gonna be going in.
Oh, what?
Sunny in takes out Ali as well. Oh, Hail Mary, more like it. Holy moly, that was insane.
He just went in.
He didn't even care.
He just went in. He didn't even care about anything. He didn't set up any of his utility. They both still had 2 smokes. They're just like, you know what? We're just gonna run through the door and just kill them.
Is it weird that I thought of the Drake song, you know, when he says, like, I'm upset, and Hale was just like, yeah, I'm upset. I'm going in. I don't even care. Like, he just went right for it.
Yeah, unbelievable play. And I was very surprised that the player default didn't kill him, because playing that default spot is so strong against the door.
Well, some of my teammates like to call it, that's called pulling a wreck door, which means just thing and not making anything happen here.
Rector, I don't think many people know who that is at this point.
I know, I'm also been around for way too long, so you guys can YouTube it. It's probably one of the best YouTube clips in CS. But anyways, as we say that, Northeastern is going to be falling down with one member falling, and Hale, as he got so excited, he got taken out already with an op pick. And it does look like UConn is making their way towards up the catwalk here. Just having one member of Monster just playing in the A site here, kind of playing an interesting angle, just watching the long A as well. And now we have a boost in CT spawn to see if these guys can catch anything.
I feel like there's a miscommunication here or something, as he's leaving himself completely open to catwalk. He's in such a tough spot now.
If I was Monster and I got fragged that way, I'd be quite upset. But I mean, they might be having a neat little setup that they are been practicing for, but a lot is going to ride on him if they are going to be taking this. He is playing in front of the cat box too, so I mean, if there is the opper,
oh, that's the flash! Beautiful flash. As now Valence, he needs to try to pick up the scraps. He has, oh, just almost taking out Ali, but not quite. And Northeastern, this is just a save.
This is the best thing that they could do. Having 5 T's up and no frags whatsoever, the chances are quite low. Despite these guys have been lighting it up, but it seems like UConn is starting to get their groove going on this T side here. So I mean, both members are just going to try to hide, and hopefully they don't lose in the hide to go seek game here.
Yeah, I just want to point out again, beautiful flash from UConn as the player in sight, like he had no chance, absolutely no chance.
That was a lot on Monster though. Like I was kind of saying before too. Like he was playing a really interesting angle, and like he had to make something happen, and he played the most exposed spot. That flash pretty much ruined him. So
yeah, and I was very surprised at the way they're set up there. It was just they had 2 CT spawn, and then he was pretty much tasked with holding long A and the catwalk. Very, very difficult spot to do that. As the CTs here, look at their economy. It's just broke. They do have 2 weapons though, so they can force around this if they want. But with such a lead, I don't think they're gonna do that.
Oh, my game froze. But yeah, I mean, despite like you can already see UConn is starting to pick their rounds back up here. Like the game is getting closer and closer here. So I mean, they're not out yet. We've said that they needed that pistol round, and look where they are now. They're only down by about what 5 rounds. So
5 rounds, and they're likely to win this round as Northeast is mostly on an eco, and they did the fast cat, whereas UConn, they just took the B site. And yeah, as long as UConn stay alive here once again this round, their money's actually gonna look really good.
Yeah, I mean, a bit of a gamble with their their round, or sorry, not the round, the setup that they pulled. They were trying to get a bit aggressive in the middle there, but no dice as the T's went towards the B-bomb site here.
Oh, what?
Ooh,
I don't know how he got dinked like that. I thought he was already past the corner.
Valens is feeling hot right now with that USB. Was that Valens or was that Hale that got him?
I don't know.
This could be bad. Hale's going to be getting taken out here. Valens is kind of whipping. Uh-oh, as I said it. Oh, and then feels it from Ali. The 1-2 with the AK going to be taking him out.
Here we are, 12-8 now, as the money situation for Northeastern still not looking that good. But it looks like they actually want to force into this. Yeah, they're actually going to force into this. They saved 2 of those weapons from the previous round.
Ooh, they got an AUG and an ump, and oh man, this could be greased. Does look like they are going to get long control here. Hale going to be feeling the power of Lady, and Monster taking out one Lady, going to be returning it back. Now T's have full long control here. As he tries to challenge him, a lot of trade frags coming up here, but in favor of UConn. Down to a 3-on-2. Man.
Oh, Splix almost shooting the player through the smoke. He actually saw his outline from the Xbox area, as both players are actually going to... looks like they actually want to save here.
I think this is a good call too. I mean, both members are low on cash, and you can already see that Valens is quite lit from that op shot through the smoke. So I mean, there's not really much you can do, and I mean, it's better to have more guns than obviously none at all here. But yeah, good round from UConn. These guys have been kind of getting in their face and showing them what's up. I'm really happy about this.
Yeah, and I have to say here as well, like in comparison to the previous half, look how good their economy is. Like they actually have 8K, 7K, and they're gonna get even more after this round ends. But you compare it to what Northeastern's T side was like. You know, they were constantly on the edge of being reset because all those rounds are so close.
Yeah, you're right. 100%. Like, I mean, UConn is looking hot. Like, they just got Conor McGregor cash here. Like, these guys are laughing. Money in the bank here. Pretty much over 9K, and they're up. You know, they've already won 5 rounds this entire half, only losing 1. Things are looking good for UConn here, showing a bit of that experience in their 9-7 record.
Yeah, the extra victory in intermediate does wonders for you sometimes. But either way, it looks like Northeastern, they still have quite a bit of weaponry, as Lighty just going to take long A here to find some first kill on the Hail, as the rest of the Seekers are actually all grouped up here, and the Molotovs are going to be coming in, as Ali going to take down one, and Ali going to take down another before he dies to Kaner.
Ooh,
and Kaner actually able to find another on Catwalk somehow. He's actually going to continue to fight. The Sunny side up denies that, all down to Valence, left in a 1v3. He does have a grenade, and some of these players are lit. This is possible.
Oh, a bit too soon. Nate only does a little bit of damage here. And as I say that, Sunny runs out of ammo.
Another grenade! He has another grenade! Oh my god!
Oh, this could happen! He's lit! It's down to a one-on-one, and Lady is quite lit with 6 HP left. Valence is... Oh, man. No, I thought he was just going straight for the defuse. No way. Oh, no, he's going to be faking it once again. Sticking it this time! Oh, Lady going to be taking him out.
I thought he was just gonna stick it. I thought that like, I don't think UConn would have expected him to have a kit at that point, just because they were mostly saving that round.
I think the first defuse would have been better. Like,
yeah,
I mean, the fact that he got off of it, yeah, like I think that just kind of ruined it for him. You either honestly, I feel like you got to just commit to it the first time, or you don't. Like you got to hunt and look, but it's tough in those situations. You never know, right? So.
Yeah. Yeah, because he didn't really have an idea of where Lighty was either. Like he had no idea if he was further towards long. He had no idea if he was towards CT. But either way, the fact that he made it that close was just insane.
This is insane. This is a big round here. You can already see that Northeastern does have 2 ops on the board here. They absolutely need to win this to get themselves back into the lead and win this game a little bit more convincingly, as they've been in a bit of a deficit this entire half. So it does look like they are going to do some CT smokes. Valence here.
Oh, I love that play. That is beautiful.
No.
Valence actually going to take down Sunny side. I'm actually going to find another one as this op finding multiple kills. As actually he's going to get shot on the side by Ray. Kaner going to trade back as well. He might be able to find another here. He needs to stay alive in sight. He does that on kill. And he's going to be staying alive in sight as Splick's going to find the 1D. Actually spots out Monster. He might be able to find that kill. He's gonna smoke off the doors, and the smoke's just fading. Oh! He almost had that shot.
Oh my, man! The Call of Duty-ness in this game is insane right now. The Kaner was just opening it up with that off. Holy moly! I can't even handle this. Like, this is insane. These games or these rounds are just going back and forth.
Yeah, it is quite the sight right now, as easily the most exciting game I think we've casted so far this season. As I mean, can we expect anything less at this point? 2 undefeated teams fighting out for the final seed, as Splick's gonna miss that shot onto Valence, as that could have been a good fight to find. And actually, I just want to point out, like in the previous round there, when they threw that mid B smoke, it was so smart they actually already had Ali already out of the doors. That way he can kill the player that's gonna react to that smoke. So there's some very small detail, but really good from UConn there. But either way, there is cat control on the side of UConn, and it looks like it's going to be an A attack here, as Monster, he does have the op playing the car position. As he's going to find one, he's actually going to get away though.
That was a big pick, but he is down to 22 HP here. Scaring off Splix right now, because you can see he was playing long and kind of distracting these guys, but it does look like UConn does have the A site control. Now it is down to a 4-on-5 situation. Holy crap.
Splix,
Ali's just popping mollies here.
Splix should have hit that shot towards middle, as he almost had it, as he's gonna be holding catwalk with Ali, and they need to hold off this catwalk. But somehow, from the CT side, they're actually gonna take down 2 as it's all down to Slicks now. It's gonna get taken down by Shanzi as well.
Shanzi's feeling it, man. Again, that song just keeps popping in my head. I don't know why. I don't know if any of these guys even listen to Drake, but I just got it anyway. I just feel like they're so upset right now. So, like, you can already see Shanzi just went in there and he already knew, and he was pre-firing and waiting and just took him out like it was crazy. So 2 more rounds for the match point here, but I mean, I'm not counting out UConn yet. Like, they've been very impressive this second half.
Yeah, and pretty much almost all the rounds they did lose, you know, they got the bomb down. So it's coming down to those post-plant situations. They're able to get into the site, but they just need to lock down those post-plants. On the side of Northeastern this round, they send 3 towards long. It's a very common strategy to do that, to defend off the long attack, and then after that, they pretty much go their separate ways. As once again, UConn, they're gonna have cat control, and Monster does have an op playing from the ramp area.
You can already see that, you know, like, even Lady right now is just kind of playing passive in the B tunnel. Just waiting to see if Northeastern is going to do a bit of an... Oh, but Splix takes Okada right in the crotch, takes him out. Beautiful shot. Oh, man. A lot of pressure riding on Valence right now. Oh, it's Ali takes him out. Rage is running through smokes and Molotovs. He doesn't even care. He just gets... Oh, no, that's going to be Sunny that gets that first kill there. And then Schnazzy right now is going to be running out to middle. Feeling hot and heavy here.
Oh, Ray gonna take the fight onto the player in middle, and now it's all gonna be down to Shanzi and Hale. As these are probably the 2 players that you do want in this retake. 2v3, and it looks like they're not quite committed to this. They're gonna pick up the ops and just live to fight another day, essentially, as they're just gonna let them have it. And the money situation isn't particularly great at this point, so I don't question this call at all.
Oh, man, what? See you later, Hale. You're not getting anywhere. But now it's gonna be Shazzy right now, just running on the catwalk, open for nothing else to happen to him here. Well, the T's are coming in hot, and they're CT spawn.
They're on the hunt. They're on the hunt.
He's gonna be playing it safe. Oh yeah, they're looking. This is deer at the time. Man, that's unfortunate to see.
That was intense. I can't believe Valence got that shot on the player at door. Like, I can't believe he was that quick on it. And here we are. We do have some time to breathe now as Northeastern with another timeout. And yeah, they've been using their timeouts appropriately here, as, you know, they want to make sure they seal this match. They're already on 14.
This has been it's really interesting to see too, because I mean, when you're looking at the scoreboard too, like Northeastern, the frags and the deaths are pretty well even. Like obviously a little bit of differences between some players, but I mean, when you're looking at UConn right now, you got like Lady right now with 32 and 15, and the next closest person, or 2 people, I guess, are 17. So you can already see that Lady is like one of those impact players on their team. Not to say that these guys haven't been making any, you know, big changes too, but I mean, a bit of a carry is coming in here, but I mean, I like it. So I wonder if we're going to see a 40 bomb this game.
Well, the thing is that I feel like everybody on UConn so far, like, they've had their impact moments. You know, it's not like they're completely absent, despite what the scoreboard might say. But I think, you know, they've been having a good showing so far. As you essentially have to work as a unit to play the way that they are. You know, essentially they're doing a default, working towards catwalk, and then after they get catwalk control, you know, they either hit A or B. And pretty much if somebody dies early on that kind of take, you know, it ruins the default. So they're all really doing their job right now, as Lighty's actually, he wants to go on a solo mission here, as he's going to Molotov off the A site, and the rest of the teams actually make their way towards B. They actually might be able to find this kill on the monster, but Valen's actually going to find a player at B. He's going to find a second one. He might be able to find a third, but no, Splix takes him down. Now the B site is open for business here, as Lighty actually going to find the kill on the Shanzi somehow. And now in a 2v3 situation with the B bomb plant.
And B has just been the site to hit here. And a lot riding on Ray and Splix here. Some of the, you know, bigger hitters on the team here too. So I mean, we'll see what's going to happen here. Splix has to make something happen, but he is looking towards the B tunnel. Nothing going in that way. These guys are towards the B doors and the window, and you can already see they're getting in there. And a lot. Oh, Hale going to be going in. Ray and Splix making things happen here. I can't even. Splix to open it up with the AWP to finish that round. This is insane.
That guy literally Goomba stomped on him, and then like Splix just traded on him after. What a game. What a game. And Northeastern, they're on a save now, so this is very possible for UConn to get to 13. And if they win,
so much pressure on Ray.
yeah, that is very true. He had to make sure he stayed alive there, enough for his teammate to be able to chip in, as UConn, they're going to be taking long A. You know, this almost never fails at this point unless there's a long A nade stack, which I'm surprised we haven't seen yet, but Ray's actually going to be working furiously up long A as the rest of the team, they actually want to take this as a complete unit. Ali going to take down one from spawn as Monster is actually going to let them all by, and Splix is actually going to return back towards the long area as Monster actually going to make a play here, but Ray going to shut that down as there's going to be a double long flank, and Splix going to be holding it down from long, takes down one. It's all down to Kaner left in a 1v5.
So the probability of Kaner getting this 1v5 is 0.025. Oh my god, it actually has a nice little pistol to a Splix, but nonetheless, I mean, good round from UConn, able to fully utilize that eco round from the Northeastern guys here. It does look like they are going to be going for a gun round.
Yeah, I was about to say their money didn't actually look, you know, that fantastic to have a full buy, you know? Like, if they lose this round, UConn could go up to 15 on the one after.
This is one of those moments again, like where, I mean, if UConn's able to get this round, like, this is gonna be really close. And I mean, the score is 13-14, and this is where money management comes into a big play here too. So, oh man, if I was Northeastern, I'd be shaking a bit in my boots right now because there is so much pressure on these guys to make some magic happen. But you can already see we got some Augs on these guys, and Kaner with his bread and butter with this thing, and he's been him and Valen's been just tearing it up with the Aug.
Is actually gonna leg him up, and this is just gonna be a B contact play. Valen's actually gonna get taken down now, and that's a double entry into the site. And if I were Northeastern at this point, you just saved.
I would 100% save Northeastern right now. It does look like that is what they are going to do. And I mean, they're just giving out the B site too quickly here. So I mean, you could already see like they lost two guys within the split of each other, like within seconds. So these guys were able to take full advantage.
Yeah, exactly, and that's but at the same time, like if you look at the tactic that UConn went for, they just went for a B contact play. You know, then that pretty much leaves no time for anybody to rotate. There's no telegraphing or anything. So really good call by UConn there, and you know, and they're able to get all the entry kills essentially. There weren't even any trades, as we're gonna be going into 14-14 at this point, and this is so tense.
Oh, we gets taken out by Ali, just over peeking. Oh no! And then Ray gonna be getting taken. I thought he almost got it. That's even able to take it out right the last second. That is so important. Those are good exit kills, but I mean, holy moly, that was just a cluster in the log.
This is a big round now, and actually Northeastern, because they lost all those rifles, they're gonna be on the save here. They're gonna have to be playing for overtime at this point.
It looks like Northeastern is doing a fast cat setup as well because they are saving, and it does look like Snazzy is going to be playing, you know, towards the B bombs. No, sorry, not the B bombs. He's up middle with these guys right now with that M4.
Yeah, and Monster should be calling out that they're taking towards long A, and the flank should be coming in really quickly. But actually, they all decide that they actually want to fight from catwalk, as UConn are going to be crossing towards the site, laying down the utility so they can get this bomb down here. As Whitey going to find a grenade kill onto Kaner. Ray's going to find the flank here, as Monster actually going to find Whitey. Now in the 3v4 situation, actually going to get dropped on it. Jazzy somehow finds a 2K. And now the bomb is planned for long though, and Splix does have an op, so this is going to be a big... Oh, they have a smoke though!
Well, he's got to make this defuse happen here. Oh my god, Hale running out just like that. Snazzy going to be getting one here. It's down to a one-on-one somehow. I can't even believe this. He's just going in. He doesn't even care.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh. The fact that they had the smoke but no kit. Oh, you hate to see it, but I mean, man, good effort right there by Snazzy. He was able to take out so many. I think it was a 4K that round for him.
Yeah, it was a 4K, and I don't know how he made it from work from catwalk, but he got 2 instant kills, and then that retake was so possible. They had the smoke as well. Somebody just needs to someone just needs to stick that bomb. And you know, if I, you know, ooh, Monster actually gonna find the kill onto Ray. I was about to say, like, you know, from that situation of UConn where you just get multi-killed essentially, and then seeing that smoke on the bomb, that would be like my worst nightmare.
Oh, Valence is might be taking out Split with just on the edge of his shoulder, too. This is insane. Things are just looking good for Northeastern. Are we going to see an overtime?
It's very possible. As Chansey going to take down one from middle. It's now a 2v5 situation. Oh, we're in for a game.
We're in for a game. Dust2 just living up to its name and just making it so close. Lighty's playing a bit cautious here off the catwalk, but instead gets punished by Monster. And now it's all done to Sunny. Sunny's gonna make some magic happen with that AW. And as I say that, Valens is saying, nah, not today, Sunny. Tying it up 15-15, going into first overtime round.
Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, I have to say this game has delivered. It's delivered and even more.
I'm so glad that we hyped this match to be really good, and it is really good. Like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane. Like, I mean, when you're looking at this caliber of these teams, and it, like I said, it could just go either way. And every single round of it has been going down to the nitty gritty of like, you know, just X's and oof.
Yeah. And like we said, you know, on paper, this is probably as close as you can get. And, you know, both teams, especially being undefeated in CSL right now, like, this is a big game for both of them. Like, this match actually matters a lot.
Oof. Alright, things are looking a little hot here. We do have a double hop setup from Northeastern, which is a bit risky, but I mean, on CT side, it's becoming a bit of a new meta in this game, this meta as well. But hopefully things can open up here. I don't even know who I want to win now, Mahone. Like, I mean, I was hoping Northeastern, but holy moly, I'm impressed by both teams.
Yeah, I think all we can ask for, all we really want at this point is just a really good game. We've gotten that, and this could be even more than just that. As Monster gonna be holding the catwalk area here, as once again UConn, they're going for that cat control.
Yeah, he's in a really good spot here because the whole thing of what Monster's doing right now is he is going to be playing that tight angle where he can get the quick pick and then just drop immediately. It does look like Scotty's going to be taken out too, and not three. But Monster does take out Ali. Oh man, it's down to a 4-on-2. Lighty is making his way towards the B. Monster. I can't even believe this. This is so insane. We're down to a 2-on-2 somehow from a 4-on-2 situation. T's have their way into the B bomb site. And now Northeastern is just creeping their way, looking around for any kind of guns or utility that they can find.
I have no idea how that even happens. Lighty pretty much finds the player on the window and then the player up close, and now the 2v2 as Sunny's actually going to take up through the smoke here. This is such a big round here as Lighty still has a Molotov. He's going to toss it in, and Sunny side up actually going to get a kill onto Hale. So it's all down to Monster. Left in this 1v2 now.
Doesn't land the scope. Oh man, that positioning from Lighty and that timing was so insane. He was able to take the guy out a window and then spray transfer right onto the next one.
I know, I couldn't believe it. I thought for sure, like, after he got that kill at window, he was just gonna get traded instantly, but his spray transfer, that was insane. And now we're 16-15 now with UConn leading the way here. And double ops once again for Northeastern. As Ray's actually going to make his way fast cat as... Actually, he's going to slow it down a little bit as Ali. And it actually looks like a bit of a long execute here as Hale is going to be the one holding it from the doors.
Yeah, things are looking good here. A lot of op picks. And then as I say that, Splix does take out Monster. Oh man, UConn just getting those first entry kills.
Yeah, it looks like Hale here might be able to find a couple. It's no, Lighty's actually going to take him down, and Lighty's just been on fires this entire game so far, but Chansey's actually still in the goose area. Like, this is very doable. Like, do they expect him here? And Splix is actually gonna get taken down. Chansey might be able to find a second. He does. He might be able to find a third, but no, Lighty gonna take him down.
Down to Kaner here. The 1v2. I think he's in a good spot here. I don't think they're quite expecting him here. Yeah. Bomb is gonna get planted here. If he's able to get this quick pick, this is gonna be so favorable. Oh! What goes for the spray transfer? Down to a 1-on-1 with the jump, and Ali's down to 31 HP here. Nade gonna be flying. It does start so much damage. Comes out, and the Glock jump. Oh my god! UConn is just making this so close.
I just don't know. He had such good timing on the on that play too, like you said. Like, they weren't expecting him there, and he pretty much found both players there. And he was going to go for the spray transfer and just lights him up all the way down to 10 HP. Oh,
This
now,
has been absolutely insane, Counter-Strike. I have never been so excited.
Northeastern now. The Scout, 2 M4s, a Deagle, and a Famis. And UConn once again going with their bread and butter, just this default, and actually they missed the Xbox smoke just a little bit, so Valence actually does have a shot. As Flix, he's actually going to be holding it down in case anybody peeks but elsewhere, but Kaner, look at this, he's already pushed the lower B. He might be able to find a kill on the alley, he does. And it's going to be big as Shanzi actually wants to push all the way up now, and the terrorists are all contained. They're actually going to get flanked so quickly here. This Monster, he just needs to stay alive at long. And UConn, they're actually going to be able to get the bomb down, and Splix is so big for him to be able to hold this catwalk here.
Monster hoping for some dreams here for home 1D. Splix taking out Hale here. Lighty going to be lighting up Schnazzy as well. Down to a 4-on-3 situation. As I say that, Valence does take out Ray with that scout. Oh man, there's a lot of pressure here. You can see Sunny is playing in the site here and kind of baiting for his teammates on the catwalk. And this is his time to shine here. Takes him out through the box. What a big spray. Takes out Monster as well. Oh my god, Sunny is looking hot right now. Making things good for UConn as it goes 18 to 15. And these guys are going to the second OT, or the second half of the OT. And they want this. They only need one more round, I believe, right?
Yeah, they only need one more round. And like you said, you asked if we're going to see a 40 bomb, then we did. Lighty with 40 kills. 47 to 19, huge performance by him. But I have to say, like this, in this overtime, you know, other players have been stepping up as well. So,
as I said, yeah, I mean, I made that comment earlier where, you know, I thought Lady was a bit of a carry, but you can already see that all these guys at UConn must have heard what I said because they've all been turning it up and they are making plays. You know, you even look at someone like Sunny, he is technically the bottom of the scoreboard. He just made a huge situation for himself and he just won that, essentially that 1-on-2 when his two teammates were on cat and completely baiting him. He's been also on fire as well, so UConn's been playing lights out this entire game ever since the second half.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you know, I was a little bit worried at the start where the score was 11-4, where you know they weren't putting any numbers on the board, but here we are at this point where they're at match point.
I don't even know. Like, if I was Northeastern, I mean, you could already see they're a bit stationary right now. They're looking a little hesitant and just kind of, I think they're just trying to figure out, like, where should we go? Where's been our success? And I think they know that B has been their bread and butter here. So I got a feeling they're going to be going towards B here. But it does look like they got the bomb going towards Catwalk here. Oh, and as I say that, some crucial damage happening on to Valence right now, too.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you know, their bread and butter has been B, but do you gamble the entire match on a B rush like they've done? They've had a B rush so many times, and are they going to do that here at this point?
No, I mean, you can already see right now that, like, UConn is only playing one, like a 1B and then 1 mid, and then they're playing a bit more A-heavy right now. You're right. Like, I mean, do you just go with what's been working, or do you, like, try to switch it up? And that's always the biggest thing, especially when you're in these kind of a crucial situations and you're in a huge deficit where you have to win this round.
Yeah, actually, Ray is actually going to get dropped on here. It's actually both players passing each other by as Ray going to find both here, as it's going to be a big fight here between Kaner and Lighty, but Lighty is actually going to get the advantage on him. He shoots him in the back, and it's all going to be down to Hill left in the site, as he's actually going to get... Oh, but Monster actually takes him out, so now it's a 2v2. As Hale, he's actually going to get that bomb down, and Ali's going to be coming from the catwalk. This is going to be a big fight here. Oh, he hears him coming. That's... Oh, Monster gets the kill, and it's all going to be down to Lighty now. Left in a 1v2, he does have a Molotov and a kit, so this is very doable.
Lighty has to make this work. He does have the Molotov. Going to be thrown off into the ninja spot there. Knows that one is going to be on catwalk. Doesn't know that one's in sight. Does take some damage. It gets taken out by... Oh, man. That's the round that Northeastern needed, and they made it work. Making it a little bit closer for them to tie things up here.
Oh, Monster had a huge round with the op there. Crucial 3K. Found that player at the ramp, and then found that crucial 1v1 on the catwalk to essentially seal that round. And oh, we're going to be into the second round of the second half of overtime here. As essentially, if UConn lose this, they're going to be so broke for the last round.
Yeah, so, like, again, it's one of those situations where, like, there's so much pressure on both teams here. I mean, Northeastern has to win this round to stay in the game. But, I mean, if Northeastern win this round, like, UConn's in such a bad situation to win that next round after that because they are just so broke. So this could become, like, if Northeastern wins this round, we could be going into second OT right now.
Yeah, how amazing would that be for one of the last matches in this in this semester essentially. As it looks
Week
like
7.
Northeast, yeah, week 7, undefeated teams.
This is this is just what you want to see. This is just what you want to see, man. Like this is like the undefeated teams just battling it out and just making it so hard to make it like.
Oh, it looks like Monster he wants to go for the B entry as Ali, I think he swallowed his shoulder. He's going to toss a grenade. Oh, unlucky timing there as Sunny side up. He's actually going to hear all of them cross by as this is going to be a B site open for Northeastern as the CTs are pretty much locked out of this round at this point. They're going to just recycle smokes at CT. I'd actually like to just see them save at this point.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think the best case for these guys right now is to save so that they could try to potentially win this next round so that they can win the game. But I mean, the fact that they lost the B bomb site so easily, you know, it's a little upsetting too. And I mean, Ali was trying to make, you know, a bit of noise with that HE, but sometimes it's a bit unnecessary. You just need to hold that angle and get the info for your team to rotate. But good round from Northeastern, though, able to capitalize on that quick pick in the B site. And now we're getting down to 18 to 17. That's about to happen here. Things are looking so close for a second OT. Can it happen?
Yeah, as it's going to come down to, is UConn going to get hunted down here? It doesn't really look like Northeastern really wants to put that much of an effort. Splick's actually going to take down Hale. So, some digs coming out at the long doors. I was about to say that if Northeastern actually wanted to hunt their guns down, and then, you know, essentially bring them down to a situation that they just have pistols, then it could make sense to just do a B rush. And if you look at the spawns right now for Northeastern, you know, a B rush is viable here. Are they going to take it, though, is the question.
I mean, they got 3 going towards the B bomb or the B bomb site here with that bomb in the hands there.
Oh,
I mean, we might be.
Oh, they're going for it.
We see the rush coming in. Maelan's not even. He's gonna be running in. He's gonna get taken out by Lady.
Oh no!
Lady misses. Schnauzy gonna be taken out with an AK. Oh my God, things are looking hot right now. Smoking that door, popping mollies in the window. Oh my God, things are happening.
Oh! Monster gets a kill onto Ray as well, so that's the tunnels completely clear as the retake's going to be coming completely from the door and window side. Look at the utility on the terrace. There's almost no way for these CTs to come in.
Oh no. This might be going to second OT here as we're down to a 4-on-2. A lot riding on Splix and also Sunny here. As I say that, Splix is going to get taken out here. And now it's all... Oh no, sorry, Splix is alive and Splix does get taken out. Second OT, here we go.
Unbelievable. We talked about it, whether they're just going to do the B rush. They had the spawns, and they did it. You know, they had the guts. They had the guts to do it. That is amazing.
I can't even... I mean, the bread and butter worked, man. I'm telling you, like, these guys know how to just get in there and just abuse it, so...
I just couldn't believe there was that spray battle between Lady and Shanzi, where they're just literally both missing each other barely at the car position. Oh, you just have to wonder, like, how much of that round was just dependent on that fight alone. But regardless, we're going into double overtime, and I don't know at this point. I don't know who's gonna win.
I think honestly, like we said in the very beginning of this game, is that it's pretty much anyone's game here. Like you can already see, like, and the interesting thing is too is that the first half was won by Northeastern 11-4. UConn was able to return it back with 11-4, and then I mean we went into OT and it was 3-3. So like things are just it's so close. Like it's just round after round, and every kill is so impactful for these guys to make any plays. So
here we are, the first round of double overtime, 18-18, and it would be first to 22 at this point, unless we go into a triple overtime, which can very well be possible. But Northeastern are going to be doing a basic default here once again, as they don't want to just go to their bread and butter quite yet. Although, if I were them, I would just keep attacking the B bomb site until UConn adjusts.
yeah, I'm the same way as you. Like, I would definitely be abusing that and taking advantage of what has been working. And when we were in the first half of Northeastern, like, they were literally just running over the B-bombs. And, I mean, you could already see it has been working for them thus far in the game. So it does look like they are playing a little bit more passive here. And it's interesting that UConn still plays their, you know, their normal setup here with just one member with Splix with just the AWP holding the B-bomb site. Like, they don't really switch it up enough. So... I would like to see a little bit more aggression or, like, you know, surprise peeks from these guys just to get some info. But nonetheless, I mean, see what happens here. I mean, we're getting close. 46 seconds left on the clock here. Does look like we have. Oh my God, Sunny's going to be taking a 1, and Hales is going to be running at the A bomb site here, trying to make some duels. Doing a distraction right now. A lot is going to be running on Splix here as he gets for 1 right now. Then almost lands another, but takes some crucial damage.
But this is a spot that the CTs want to be in, though, at this point with a 5v2 retake. They have a bunch of utility as well. This is very doable. And actually, the bomb didn't even get planted, so that gives the CTs even more time. But Monster going to come up big, gets that kill on the Sunny side up, as he's going to be watching the tunnel here. This is going to be big, but that smoke blocks it off completely.
Kaner right now, look, he's looking hungry. He has to make this happen. And then as I say that, Ray takes him out, and Monster gonna be taking a 1. He's making things happen as I say that. He gets taken out from Splix in the smoke with that USP. Oh man, this is just insane. I can't even handle this, Danny.
This is crazy. Like that almost looks so doable for Monster. I think if that smoke didn't come in front of the big box, he would have got a kill at tunnel. And then possibly a kill at door, and then it would have been like a 2v2 situation. This is just wild.
This is like one of the most wild CSL games I've seen in so long, and it's so exciting to see like that. It just comes down to the nitty gritty of like these 2-on-2s and everything like that.
Exactly.
Players are showing up, and it's not just one player; it's all players that are able to step it up and just give everyone a show here.
Yeah, this is basically what Counter-Strike is all about. And like you said, you know, this is probably one of the most exciting CSL games that's happened this season at the very least. And UConn, they're up 1 round on the CG side. We have to. I just wanted to point out as well, like in the last overtime, neither team was able to pick up the CG side round. So this is a big deal here.
And you can already see that these guys are playing a little bit more passive on the Northeastern side here. Going to be playing a very passive long setup. I think they are getting ready for a bit of a long hit. A lot running on Snazzy. It does look like he is going to be going for the entry kill here. Just waiting for a few more smokes here. Does pop out. They did get the corner smoked off, which is really good positioning for them to run out here. He's just antsy and he's just spraying. He's looking around in every spot he's imaginable here. But you can already see that the member of Splix right now is going to be playing very passive with the AWP in the long connector. And you can already see that Northeastern is going back to their other strat where they're doing the bait and switch with leaving 1 or 2 members long, and now they're going to be pinching towards Cat.
Oh, that's a big kill to find, especially on Lighty as well. He's been so hot this game, and Splix is in such a tough spot. Able to find a double somehow! I don't know how he hit that, because now we're in a 2v3 situation as, Valen's going to mess up that nade just a little bit, but Sunny side up. He's going to be on the flank from Catwalk, and actually the bomb! He didn't realize he had the bomb, so he's actually going to delay the plan a little bit as Sunny side up. He's going to be retaking from the Catwalk. He's going to get Molotoved off. He's going to be forced out at this point now. And is Shanzi aware that he could be out already? Sunny side up. He's walking all the way up. He knows he has to be in the site.
Sunny is such in a good spot right now. He is going to be... Ray's going to be roasting marshmallows on the Snazzy here. Kaner and Goose here. Oh my God. Sunny has to get this first kill. And he's going to be running in. He's going to get taken out by Kaner. And all down to Ray with the AWP in a 1v2 situation with that flash out. He's got the deagle. He doesn't even care. Oh, he takes him out.
He has a smoke too.
Oh, and Valens is just going to punish him for even remotely trying to do that. Smooth criminal Valens. Oh my God.
These rounds are just so close.
I just don't even... It's so close. Like, if that smoke would have popped off, I honestly think he probably could have got away with that defuse too, which is insane.
Yeah, I think he would have won that, yeah.
The timings of these players have been so precise that it's just... Oh, now we're tied up here, 19-19 in the second OT.
This is just insane. I have to say, that shot from Splix when he was in the middle of long, essentially, where he was getting pinched from Catwalk and long, he found the double kill, a multi-kill on the player in pit and the guy up close. Like, how does that even happen?
Dang, I can't even fathom right now, man. I just don't.
It looks like here, Northeastern, they're going to go for an A split once again. Lighty is going to be tested. He does have an up close, and actually Lighty find one. Oh, only finds one though. He almost found the second as actually the terrace. He actually blinded up his own teammate as Ray is going to be stuck in the site. He needs to come up big here as Peter actually just going to take his head off. as now it's a 2v4 situation as Sunnyside up. He does have the cross, and he actually might be able to find the kill, but oh no, not quite. And Monster gonna punish him. It's all down to Ali, left in a 1v4 now.
In this kind of situation, really the best thing he can do is just try to pick these guys apart. I mean, he only does have a Famis. He is going to be smoked off. He's thinking, what else should I do? Luckily, that Molotov isn't going to, take him out. He gets distinguished through that smoke, but he is in a bit of a sticky situation as he does need to just get some exit kills here. Trying to make a fight happen on a Kaner here. Does dink him, but not enough as Northeastern is finally taking the lead back as UConn did kind of put them in a bit of a scare here.
Yeah, as 20-19, as they pick up 2 rounds on that T side, while UConn they pick up 1. And UConn once again, like we said, like both these teams, they're so much more dominant on the T side. So I don't know. I honestly I feel like we may be seeing a triple overtime, and that'd just be crazy.
Yeah, like the way that this game has been going, like it's just. Especially with those B picks and stuff like that, like I'm really hoping Northeastern doesn't make the same mistakes that they did before, and same as, even UConn when they're playing D2 is giving up that site. But we'll see what happens here. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised with triple overtime as well, especially if Kaner's going to just spray down kids like that. So.
Yeah, I have to say, like, I feel like it's actually, because it's Dust 2, it just makes it that much more entertaining, Like, you just see a variety of tactics where, people just go for picks, they either do set strats, or they just do complete rushes, and it all works just because Dust 2 is that map where it can allow that,
Yeah, there's so much variety for such a simple map. I mean, there's so many winnable situations in the game, and in this map that, yeah, it just can go back in your hands. I mean, we saw Lighty being able to open things up and almost winning, I think that was a 1v5 he almost won and stuff like that.
That actually felt so long ago at this point, too.
I know, I think that was even before the OT, which is insane. But nonetheless, we are going to be starting our second overtime, and we are going into the second half of the second overtime. Man, I'm losing my track of these overtimes, but 20-19 is the score here for Northeastern. It's looking pretty hot. For members that are just joining us now, like it is week 7 of CSL, things are going hot here as these are 2 undefeated teams. Splick's trying to get a pick into middle with that AWP. It does look like we are doing a 3-2 setup from the Northeastern side, sorry.
Yeah, once again, Valen's holding it down with the op at the back of B, and he's been actually doing really well from the spot too. He almost always gets a kill or 2. Does his job, but UConn, actually they're going to be pressuring up towards the catwalk, and Hale is actually in a bit of a tough spot here as he's playing in front of the site, as they actually might just be giving up the A site completely at this point.
Yeah, it looks like these guys are trying to play more of a retake setup, which is a bit interesting, but now you can already see that the UConn guys have slowed things down, and they're just waiting to see if Northeastern is going to kind of try to push and get some kind of map control. So I do like that they are being patient with the clock here, and it does look like they are going to get their smokes and flashes ready to go out middle. They are going to be taken out. Oh, and Monster going to be throwing a touchdown grenade onto Ray here. Oh, Ali's just spraying frantically. He's not sure what he's shooting at anymore. Running in with that Glock. Going to get taken out by Schnazzy. Now it's going to be down to Splix on there with the bomb and B. Oh no, Lady on the 1v5. Can we see it?
Can we see it? Oh, and they're giving him the peaks, but there's just too many targets. As there it is, match point for Northeastern.
I feel like we've been here before, but
yeah, and then it went into another overtime, so you never know sometimes.
And Northeastern is doing their double up setup right now, which I think is really important on Dust 2. I don't know about you, but I think it's been working for them. But, they do have Splix with the AWP as well, which is a good... So this is a do or die here for UConn. I mean, they've been fighting back really hard for this, so let's see if they're able to do it. But we can see that Northeastern does get the long control, and they do know that UConn hasn't taken that full advantage of rushing it or anything like that.
Yeah, they're just establishing long control here. And yeah, I have to say, like, UConn, if they're going to look back at that last round, they're going to see that there were 3 people on B and 2 people in CT spawn. Like, they just left the A site completely open. But this round here, looks like it's just going to be a bit of an A split here. 4 players up the catwalk, while Ali's just going to be trying to find his kill at long A. And Monster is actually in a really good spot at long. Like, this is, like, by far the most popular position to use as an opper. and it's just so powerful. Where you can dodge flashes and you just get away so easily as well.
Yeah, if Northeastern want to make this round more successful, like getting that first kill is going to be really crucial. I know I've been saying that a lot this game, but I mean, with an opper and playing in a stationary position like that, he has to. And as I say that, he misses, and then he does this again onto Ray. Ray's going to be able to run into the site. Hale going to be taking out Al. Oh, the T's are already taking over the A bomb site, and now we're going to be having to retake here. Lighty's going to be punishing Kaner with that AK to the dome.
Yeah, he found them in CT spawn actually, so pretty much the entire retake's gonna be forced towards long A and catwalk here, as Splix is actually gonna get flashed up. As once again, I feel like I've seen him in the spot like so many times this game where he needs to hold down this catwalk here, and Chansey actually gonna jump across and he's gonna miss a bunch of shots here. It's all gonna be down to Ray here. He finds the kill up, and now in the 2v3. As Sunnyside up, gonna find a big kill. As now it's a 2v2 now, and Monster gets a huge shot. It's all gonna be down to Ray now. Left in a 1v2. He actually finds. And does he have it? He does, but barely. He barely gets it.
Are you kidding? That is insane. That was actually like right down to the last couple milliseconds of that bomb.
That was a game. That was a game. I don't know. That was a game. Like
that was okay. I will say this is probably the most exciting match I've ever casted, because both these teams honestly made such great plays and made it so close that it could have gone either way. We said this, so amazing. That was a good match. I'm really impressed with both these teams. These guys did not want to get a loss on their.
Yeah, definitely. It was just both teams were just fighting, just absolutely fighting for their lives there. And I have to say, like, I knew it was gonna be close, but I didn't think it was gonna be that close. Where it was just gonna be literally, individual plays that were gonna be coming out on top. It's just like all those 1v1s, all those 2v2s. Every single kill mattered in that entire map. It was crazy.
That was insane. I mean, that's the best thing you can ask for, right? Is like those undefeated teams just like duking it out and making it almost go to a triple overtime. Like that. This is like exactly what Counter-Strike is. I mean, if there's anybody new watching right now, like these are the kind of games that like just make the game what it is. Like so close and it can go either way.
I know, yeah. Like that game, it's like it's one of those games as well where you after you watch it, you're just like, man, I want to play again. Like I want to get fired up again like that. It was just yeah, it was just like, I have to say though, like Lighty had a huge performance. I'm gonna actually pull up the stats here to kind of just look more carefully to see, what the numbers say. But regardless, I feel like everybody stepped up in their own way in that game. Like pretty much everybody in the whole server at one point had a big moment. I mean, that's just beautiful Counter-Strike, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm speechless. That was a good game, and I mean, even UConn shouldn't even feel that bad. Like they played really great. They were in a deficit for so long, and they were able to make it come back and really challenge these guys. And it was nuts. Good game.
Yeah, and Lighty finished with 42 kills, 110 ADR, 7 first kills as well. So he got a lot of entries, and big performance from him. Big performance from him. And on the side of Northeastern, Chansey, 35 kills, 24 deaths with 99.6 ADR. Had a really solid showing, and like you said, he was pretty much the player to look out for on Northeastern. As he put in a lot of work this game, and I have to say Valence at B with that off actually was really good. I was really impressed with the way he played as well. As UConn, every time they went B, they always struggled with them.
Yeah, I'm really happy to see that everybody was able to step it up too. Like I mean, every player pretty much made every round successful. Like it wasn't just like a 1 or 2 man carry where you see even some of these pro circuit teams do that too. I mean, it was a well-rounded game. Like everybody made huge plays.
Yeah, it was. It was quite the game. Like I'm just so speechless right now. Like I'm just saying whatever comes to mind. But I was just. I'm actually so glad that we were able to witness this game, and also for the players as well. Like they're gonna be able to look back at this VOD and just be like, it was one of those games I feel like where you'd be like, oh, remember when we played like that double overtime game? Like it's one of those things that stick with you.
Yeah, they always do. Like those kind of games are always the most memorable, right? Where they're like so close, and that's what makes that's I've already said it, but that's what makes CS what it is. Like
Yeah.
it's just yeah, those kind of games are insane.
Yeah, and yeah, it was close all the way through. Even though the rounds may not like the actual round score at some point, like even though the halves are actually 11-4, every single like pretty much all of those rounds were so close, always coming down to one or two alive, especially at the beginning as well. So yeah, I have to say, well played to both teams. I was really impressed with what I saw, and yeah, I think moving forward, both teams are going to be doing. We're probably going to do very well uh, as the season progresses. As I'm not entirely sure about the specifics of the Winter Invitational, but I'd assume that Northeastern would definitely be getting the spot with that victory now. But I have to say, if you think about it, like the Winter Invitational, where you're gonna have all these top seeds of these teams, like you could have even more matches like this.
Yeah, yeah. I have not. I honestly have not much to say. Like, I mean, I'm really happy that game went so close, and I mean, I could already see there's a few UConn guys in this chat as well. So, nonetheless, it was a good game from both sides, and it was great.
Hmm. Yeah, so I believe with that, are we gonna be signing off here, or do we have an interview? I think I'd be willing to do an interview after that game. I don't know if they'd want to. I mean, that's this is quite something. I'm willing to stick around a little bit longer if we have an interview ready, though. But if that's not the case, then we can shut it down. But other than that, any final words? Oh, actually, we may have an interview. Actually, I see Valen's in there. I see something.
Yeah, Valen's looking like he wants to talk about this game here. So, Valen's trying to add one of us here. We'll get you on here and
Yeah,
throw
I'd
you.
suggest you add Laz, as he will be able to add you into the call. So yeah, we'll have a bit of a post game interview. Because yeah, I mean we gotta talk about that game from your guys' point of view, as I hope it was just as much fun to playing it as it was for us to cast.
Yeah, so maybe we'll just kind of jump this into a quick, maybe a quick commercial break, and then
Yeah,
we'll
a
just
quick break. Yeah, and then we'll come back afterwards. Yeah, so
perfect.
yeah, so stay tuned.
Anybody else?
Hello.
How's it going?
It's good.
Good. We're just
Uh,
start it up here really quick again for you.
is there any chance I could get someone else in here as well? Just because we're kind of co-captains.
Sure.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, let's do it.
I just told him to add you. Uh,
Oh yeah, I think I just got it. Matthew or whatever.
yeah, Shanzi.
Oh, Shanzi, the legend.
Yeah.
So
My
while we
heart.
wait for him, essentially, how you guys, how was your guys' match? Because that was
That
quite the
was.
delight to cast.
Oh my god. That when we were down, I believe it was 15-18 after that first 0-3 on CT on overtime one. It
Mhm.
was we I'm not gonna lie, I was not looking I wasn't thinking that we were going to come back from that, but we managed it on T side, and then oh boy.
See, we just gotta feed off of the team's energy. Like I was saying, we just need to kind of take it round by round, and I said let's just start off with a nice smooth default, which we did. And I can't remember if we ended at A, but we got a pick, and the round just kind of went our way really smoothly. And we got kind of lucky because the next round, kind of similar thing. We just started off nice and slow, and that allowed us to claw back in. And I think those 3 rounds in a row actually gave us the confidence to kind of push it over the edge in the next overtime.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
before we continue any further, for people who don't know, can you guys, introduce yourselves so that so everybody can know your voices and stuff like that.
Sure, I'm Shanzi. I'm on Northeastern. I'm a co-captain with Hollis, who's right here too.
Hello, Valens, Hollis, as he said, co-captains. Yeah, that's us.
Yeah, so
Ugh.
my first question actually is just because you guys are co-captains, who actually takes the duties of calling and being the in-game leader.
We kind of rotate it and we kind of play it round by round. I feel like mainly Shanzi usually calls early round and I call mid round. Is generally the way things break down.
Hollis will call some stuff early round. If I have an idea for something early round, I'll call it. And then it's just kind of how the round plays out. Like, our team is kind of very open. Like, if anyone has an idea or thinks they can make a play, we're generally pretty loose, and they're going to be allowed to do that.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. Because sometimes that having that dynamic can be a little bit tough for certain people, like for certain teams especially, because sometimes sometimes you might have that problem where there's just too many cooks in the kitchen essentially, where people butt heads. But if you guys are able to make it work, that's really awesome actually. So yeah, I see something in the chat where you guys obviously took B control a lot, or you guys rushed B a lot, especially in the first half. And then there was even a time in overtime, I believe it was in the first overtime, it was probably in the first overtime, where you guys,
Yeah, it was the last round.
yeah, it was the last round where you guys called a B rush. So what was your guys' thinking behind that?
So we like to kind of play off the team's money, and we had a good idea on certain rounds what their money was like. And especially when we had our opper monster looking through mid doors, if he called that there was no one, or if there was only like one going B, which he did on one of those rounds, then we knew we could just commit to the rush. And that combined with our knowledge that they didn't have like great utility, we just knew we could overpower their guy there. So
Yeah,
that
because I
combined
believe
with-
the round before, we had taken B late rounds and we had killed the guy B, and then they had saved with 4 people
Yeah.
towards a long.
Yeah.
So we knew that if there was going to be anyone who was low on money and didn't have the best equipment, it was going to be the B player. So we might as well take advantage of that.
Yeah. Did you guys do any research on these guys like before this match, or you guys just kind of just come in and just be like, we're just gonna play our game type of thing?
We're more of a player game, I would say. We didn't really
Yeah.
watch any demos.
Yeah, we've scrimmed them a few times before, but that was, I think we've played them Inferno and Mirage, so doesn't really have it correlate with us two.
My question for you guys too is like, so I mean, you guys won the first half 11-4, things are looking good, and then we switched halves, and I mean, the exact opposite happened to you guys. I mean, so from your guys' perspective as like a both captain, like, were you guys getting flustered, or did you guys kind of have a feeling like your CT side was it probably going to be a bit weaker, or did you actually just think like, oh, I think we got this in the bag?
For the most part, Dust 2 is kind of more of that T-sided map, I feel like, especially at our kind of skill level. So it's going to, you kind of have to know that you're going to get more rounds on T side. That being said, we did get a little bit flustered towards the end when things started getting close, but we managed to pull it out. So
I think one of the reasons why we actually fell down a little bit early and throughout that whole second half was that our Opper Monster, he didn't have an op until almost halfway through that half. That was kind of just mismanagement on our part. We should have prioritized that more because I think the first round he actually got an op. He got a 3K and won us the round. So if we did a better job getting an op earlier on in his hands, I think we might have closed it out in regular time.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. Yeah, like me and Laz both mentioned this during the game. Like we felt like everybody in the server, throughout all 40 something rounds of that game, we felt like everybody on the server stepped up at some point, right? And it was beautiful to see essentially, because it just made the game that much more exciting. And so I guess after that, I mean, now that the season is over, or this part of the season is over now, what are your guys' plans for the future? For the next semester, or even this winter invitational, or your ESCA team? Like, what's ahead for you guys?
I think we're gonna take a step back and really get a lot of good practice in next semester, since we have a little bit of time off, I believe, if we don't have to play the kind of the middle stage of this league. Yeah, so we're gonna try to just go through each map and really get down to the roots of it and get very established, get lots of set plays, get better defaults, just get more familiar and get lots of practice in leading up to the bracket stage.
Yeah, because one of the big things with this kind of one map a week format is that once you get to the end, you're kind of rusty on the first maps you started to play. So we kind of have to go back and cover those again. And we already have all the basics down. We just need to get back up to form, basically.
Yeah, that's for sure. Do you guys also still plan on playing the next season of ESCA as well?
Actually, 4 of us play it together. Shanzi plays with friends.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, I noticed that as well.
So, in my defense, we actually had a player who was on another ESC team before this, and since he wasn't playing on our team, I was like, okay, I've got some friends, we'll just play. And I actually had the idea to use ESCA as kind of a tryout, because we could have 4 people that were on the main roster use kind of a secondary player or a newer player to Northeastern. And that's kind of what we did. We have a few players that play with them, and it's kind of a more casual format. I think there's less stress, as it's just laid back, and I think it's good to get the 18 players to become more familiar with some of the B team players. Yeah,
that's true. And I just want to talk about this just because maybe my last question here. You guys are relatively new to the collegiate scene here, at least in terms of CS. I'm not entirely sure about the other games, but I know last season you guys essentially played Division 2, and how's your guys' transition been, from Division 2 to now Division 1? Because at least from my perspective, when I saw you guys in Division 2 last year, I was like, I feel like these guys are actually like Division 1 material. Like, I think they could actually contend, and right now you guys are doing more than just contend at this point. So how's, in general, like, how's CS at Northeastern right now? Like, what are the things that you guys are doing? Like, how are you guys building the scene? Like, this stuff is always really interesting to me, so I'd like to know.
Yeah, so we actually had the esports club at Northeastern form last year. Like a year ago, it didn't exist at all, and we've come a long way. We got in touch with athletics, and we managed to get, I think, a lot of funding, definitely a lot of funding, and we now have a full practice room with 12 PCs.
That's crazy.
And we kind of developed it a lot from the ground up. Like, I didn't even know about the esports club till about this time last year, maybe like a month earlier. And I would say the change between Division 1 to Division 2, or vice versa, is that the very top teams in Division 1 I think will be significantly better, but on average I don't think it's felt as much of a difference, if that makes sense. Yeah,
no, that's for sure. No, but you guys are doing really well, and I'm super happy to see that you guys have made it this far at this point, and you guys are putting Northeastern on the map, I'd say. So yeah, good job to you guys. And Laz, do you have any other questions?
I think my last question, like, I know you guys were saying you're going to do some training, but I mean, for practice and stuff like that, is there any kind of like training regimens that you guys want to do now that you guys have some spare time and going into the next semester? Is there like a kind of a normal thing you guys do, or are you guys going to really just switch things up now?
Generally, we just kind of, when we're first working on something, we just go into a server, just screw around, just figure out what exactly we're doing, and then build off of that. Then once we figure out what we're doing, we go into dry runs. Then once we get to a good level in dry runs, we practice in scrims. So it's kind of like a step-by-step thing. I don't think we'll really change much about that. I feel like it's worked pretty well so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the biggest change will just be volume. We'll just be practicing more because we won't have games to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Alright.
there?
Yeah, go ahead.
My last question for you guys is there any team that you really want to play? Like when we get to the end of this whole thing, like is there one team that you're like, I want to play them because of this reason?
Not for me.
No bad
I'm not
blood or
sure.
anything.
I just feel like any team in like kind of the top 5, I want to play and hopefully beat and just kind of prove ourselves in the space, just to show that we can compete. We are here, and we are a threat.
Yeah. What are your guys' expectations then? Like, I know it's a little bit far to kind of talk about that thing, but like what are your expectations, as you guys play right now?
I would say we're hoping for round of 16 at playoffs. Hopefully better.
Yeah, that's a reasonable goal.
Depends
I think that's
on how it goes.
yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, so I guess if that's it from us then, and I'll give you guys one last thing for you guys to say. Any shout outs or anything of that sort that you want to tell our audience here.
I'll take this time to shout out my boy KJ Mahal. He's Kaner, for anyone that doesn't know. He is the team leader in terms of spirit. He is the funniest guy on our team, and without him, we wouldn't be the same.
I'm going to take my time to shout out actually KJ's cat, because he's our team mascot, and
he is cute.
And he is quite cute indeed. So
All right, awesome guys. Thank you guys for showing up and doing this interview with us, and I wish you guys the best of luck.
thanks.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so, and with that, I believe we are going to be done here. So, Laz, any last words?
No, I just want to say thanks so much for everyone watching. I do hope everyone did enjoy it. I mean, it is like we mentioned before, this is the first time Danny and I have casted as a duo like this entire season, or like this semester, sorry. So we are working out the kinks and stuff, always open to criticism, and just help us improve as a duo. But I hope everyone enjoyed this game. I mean, it was really exciting, and thanks to both those guys for coming in for the interview. It's great to hear their perspective, especially with a close game like that. So thanks, everyone.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you as well for all the same reasons that Laz said, essentially. So I'm not going to just repeat what he said. But other than that, I believe the next time we'll be here is Thursday, 7 p.m. right here on this channel, twitchtv.cstarleague. And other than that, I think we're going to be signing out. So thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Take care, guys.